Good morning, Titans. Today is November 13th, 2015, and you're watching Sen 10 News. I'm Emma Bittner.
And I'm Micah Creighton.
Theater has been really busy this fall with the Haunted House production last month. Now they're trying something a little new.
It's hard enough to put on one play, but putting on 30 in an hour is impressive. We went behind the scenes of Neo-Futurist to get a closer look on what it takes.
Too Much Light Makes the Baby Go Blind, and it's 30 plays in 60 minutes. They're all short plays. It's based on a neo-futurist mindset, which is basically that it engages the audience more and it's more realistic. So there's essentially not a fourth wall.
My favorite short play in Neo-Futurist would probably have to be Let's Grow Old Together, because it really breaks the fourth wall and engages the audience in the piece. And it's just very sweet and touching.
One of my favorites is Ding, because it has a lot of physical action that is kind of aggressive and that you wouldn't usually see in a regular production here at CHS.
It's a lot of work to be both in the cast and directing it.
But we're grateful to have a part in it too, because it's a really fun show and it's never the same. Every night it's going to be a different performance than the last one because a lot of it's improvisation. So.
It keeps it exciting.
It's kind of overwhelming, and I think it can always be a little bit awkward when you're conducting your peers, but everyone's so talented that it's really fun.
It really involves the audience. They don't know that, but if you come to the show, you might very well be in one of the plays.
Yeah.
The heart of every school lies within their school spirit.
Let's catch up with Deborah to see who has Titan pride.
Tuesday Night Titans came about because last year I just decided on, one day of the week I would go to the different events that are on in this building. And two of the things that I went to, one of them was every Tuesday night there was usually a basketball game, either here or away. The thing that shocked me was that nobody was at the games. I mean, other than the parents, there might be 20 students at the game. And when I was in high school, that was the ticket. You had 1,000 students at the game. The amount of talent that's in this building that nobody knows about. Certainly they know about, the band, ninth in state, very impressive. But we've also got a back-to-back state champion wrestling team. And I bet you less than 50 students have ever gone to a wrestling meet. And they've won state back-to-back years. And so that was sort of part of the TNT, was just give another reason why to go. And so that's, I just want to have more kids at the game. TNT's for anybody. It stands for Tuesday Night Titans, and sometimes it'll be a Wednesday Night Titan or a Thursday Night Titans. But again, it's just a reason for, the students to get together and go out. Whatever's going on in this building, we'll put it up on the NHS website. You don't need to be a member of National Honor Society. If somebody does want to be part of TNT, it's pretty simple. All I ask is that you sort of dedicate yourself, that you're going to go to at least 6 events during the year. If you do, give me $10, I'll give you a t-shirt, and then I'll also pay for any admission. That's going to sort of be a season pass to any of the Tuesday night events or Wednesday night events that we sponsor in the building. And then sometimes, I know for the first one we had, I think 34 or 36 people show up. We did pizza for them. And then if you order your t-shirt for the orchestra, I called it Oreos and Orchestra, you got a free package of Oreos. And then I pay for any admissions if there is one. What I hope is for the kids enjoy their high school experience. I love the kids at Centennial, and unfortunately they work so hard at some of their events and nobody knows some of the things they do.
Do you ever wonder what people who don't celebrate Thanksgiving do during the holidays?
Let's check in with Robbie to learn more.
Thanksgiving is coming up, and most people celebrate this holiday. But have you ever wondered what people do if they don't celebrate?
The reason we don't celebrate Thanksgiving is because me and my family think every day should be a day that we should thank God for the things that we have. And so we don't just need to wait one day to thank what we have. We should do it every day, it doesn't matter what. And then that day, what we do as a family is just a normal, regular day when we're just hanging out as a family and thanking for what we have.
We do celebrate Thanksgiving, but don't have turkey and a huge feast. We just gather as a family and watch football.
This has been Robbie Alexander, Sen 10 News.
Well, it seems like food is still part of the day, whether you're celebrating Thanksgiving or not.
Let's go see what's cooking with Sorna and Kristen.
Welcome to Cooking with Sorna and Kristen. Today we're going to be making edible turkey feathers.
For ingredients, you'll need pretzels, chocolate, and sprinkles.
Let's get started.
Open the chocolate and break it up into chunks. Place them into a tall, microwave-safe mug in order to apply the chocolate to the pretzel easily.
Place the mug in the microwave for 30-second increments and mix until melted and smooth.
You may need to add more chocolate based on how many turkey feathers you want to make.
Once you've finished melting the chocolate, open up your pretzels and start dipping them in the chocolate.
Cover a tray with wax paper to prevent the chocolate from sticking to the tray.
After 3/4 of the pretzel is covered with chocolate, shake on the fall-colored sprinkles and place on the covered tray.
You can roll some of the pretzels in the excess sprinkles that are remaining on the tray.
Put the pretzels in the freezer for 1 hour to let them cool.
Then, once they're cool, you can stick them in a jar and decorate it to look like a turkey. Hope you enjoy!
See you next time on
Cooking with Sorna and Kristen.
Before you load up on turkey and treats, start off with something light. Your cafe is ready to roll. Sushi, that is. Here it is in the coffee bar. Get yours for $3.75.
Are you ready for oodles of noodles in your cafe? Now there's something to warm up to. The Noodle Cup is coming. You'll be able to choose from chicken or beef, fresh vegetables, and chicken or vegetable broth. Beginning next week, you can enjoy a hot cup of noodles with an egg roll and fruit for $3.60.
Remember, when you're in the cafeteria trying out the new Noodle Cup, be careful not to spill any salt. I heard it's bad luck.
Connor Denisi thinks he's the luckiest man in the world. We're gonna put that luck to the test. Go that way. Ooh, a penny. Well, he's not dead yet, so I guess he is pretty lucky. Be careful on Friday the 13th, Titans.
Friday the 13th is also a day many dread. But why? How did 13 become an unlucky number?
Okay, Friday the 13th is considered unlucky by many, however, it is unclear why it's feared. Maybe it's because of the movie Friday the 13th, or maybe it's because of other coincidental things.
I think Friday the 13th is bad luck because of Jason. It's bad luck because everyone is out to get Jason and he's just sad.
I think Friday the 13th is bad luck because it's Jason's birthday.
In Christian belief, Friday may be considered unlucky due to the Great Flood or many other negative biblical events occurring on a Friday. The day prisoners are most often executed, or Hangman Day, also occurs on Fridays. Number 13 can be considered bad luck because it is the amount of witches you need to form a coven. So as long as you stay away from masked men or witches, you should be fine. This has been Mutavira Marai Malay, CENTEN News.
The varsity football team season unfortunately came to a close this past Friday as the Titans fell to the Colony on senior night, but we still have to congratulate them for a tough season and playing their hardest despite falling short of the playoffs. The girls and boys basketball team have kicked off their season with a bang this week, with both girls and boys varsity getting a win. The girls varsity edged out victory against Arlington Lamar 63-60. Mallory Adams led the Titans in the victory. The unfortunate news is that the starting point guard, Maria Saldana, injured her shoulder during the game. Best wishes to her as she recovers. The boys varsity took on Denton Geyer on Monday in a scrimmage that ended up taking the victory after an unprecedented fifth quarter. Jonathan Washington had 15 points and 4 rebounds. John Robbins followed up with 8 points and 7 rebounds. And Wesley Zuckerman had 9 points in the final quarter alone. Good job to both basketball teams on a strong start to their new seasons. That's all for the sports this week, Titans. Now to Maria with the scoop on a special new Lady Titan.
Every year in Centennial Sports, there are obviously going to be some differences and changes in the programs. But this season, the Lady Titans basketball team has a new member who is far different from the rest. Lily Crane is a freshman on the junior varsity team, but that's not the thing that makes her so special. Lily was an infant when she found out she was deaf, and we talked to both her and Coach Charles about how Lily handles playing basketball with her condition.
I was 1 year old when my mom noticed Dad. I was responding to her when she called my name, so she took me to the doctor. And they told her that I have fluid in my ear, waiting until they clear it out. And then they touched my ear, they found out I was deaf.
As a player, Lily is a good scorer. She's a good defender. And then she has a really good three-point shot, so she kind of can score in many ways. She can score from the three-point line, or she can score penetrating, so she's just a complete all-around good player. With Lily having her hearing difficulties, it makes it a different kind of challenge than what we've had before. But she is such a great kid and works so well with her coaches and other teammates that any difficulties are overcome without much problem.
When the coach need my attention, they tag me in point, and they do like hand line and eye contact.
She's a great, she has great attributes that she can add to any program. Just a great personality. She does well in her classes, and of course, her skills on the court speak for themselves. So for her to be a part of our program is great. It's awesome. I look forward to the great things she's going to do in our program.
I don't really find anything hard. I always tell myself I can and I'm willing to do anything I want to.
I think that if Lily's teammates will look to her as an example, Lily has obviously the hearing challenges that her teammates don't have, and yet she has overcome those hearing challenges to be such a great player, and she doesn't let that hold her back. She goes out and she works really hard, and she's very skilled and getting better every day, and it should make her teammates understand that yes, they have challenges as well to becoming good players, but if Lily can overcome her hearing challenges, then they can certainly overcome the challenges that they have and become the players that they can be by working hard.
This has been Maria Saldana, Sen 10 News.
That's it for this week's Sen 10 News.
So we'll see you after Thanksgiving break. Have a great weekend, Titans.